terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
It looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
Iguodala kicks to Ibaka. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, you look at how Ibaka has gone from role player to key player since his time in the league. He's done it by increasing his range and efficiency from outside, and he's done it every season. You really have to admire his work ethic. Everybody raves about the character of this young man.
And the Warriors making a change here. Whiteside's checked in.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Iman Shumpert. The kick out to Rose. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 9 points for Derrick Rose.
Ibaka definitely knows how to improve his game, and if you look at his shot charts year by year, there are distinct changes in where he's getting his shots from. Who knows what kind of range he'll have in 2 years.
That's good. And it's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
It's Harden with the drive. And there's the feed to Iguodala. Back to Rose. Pass to Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a final word on Ibaka. It comes in clumps to him, it seems. 1 year he started to make more baseline shots, Clark. Next year he started at the top of the key more. He's also looking at the 3-point shot more often.
Well, that's exactly how you go about expanding your range if you're a player like Ibaka, Kevin. I mean, get really good at one shot and then progressively extend your range and move around on the court. Sean Marion, with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
Thompson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Hill against Thomas. Hill passes to Chalmers. It's back to Hill. Pulls up. Hits the jumper in space. Hill's got 7 points.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
And Augustine kicks to Thomas. Tries a 3. The shot by Marion, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk in his game. Certainly he could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
Thomas dishes to Augustine. Marion a screen on Hill. Augustine passes to Marion. And it's Sean Marion again missing.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
The Suns on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. And Bellinelli kicks to Biyombo. Great D that time from Brand.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
1:10 left in the third. That's good. Bellinelli's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Augustine against Hill. Augustine dishes to Whiteside. Left side, Thomas. Augustine from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hill with it. Now Thomas defending. Shoots it. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
Those are what we call confidence building blocks.
Golden State's gone. One of 4 and 3-point shots here in the third. And Augustine kicks to Marion. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So for the Suns, Wright comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Ellington is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iman Shumpert has come in for DJ Augustine. The shot and game clock separated by 4, and that one's good. Right.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
They grab their own miss. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. Shumpert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Suns ahead. The And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. He scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
We've got Rose. Terrell Wright is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half was carried right over into the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Ibaka against Scott. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, there's been some debate over the idea of the quote-unquote hot hand. One study implied that it actually doesn't exist. I always felt as a player that, you know, as soon as I felt the ball go through the hoop a couple times, I was much more likely to make that next one.
Anthony's checked in for Sean Marion. Well, that hot hand study, Clark, we were talking about a little bit earlier, they realized it didn't take into account how difficult the shots were. And, you know, hot players take those heat check shots.
Yeah, they do. They do. And not to mention, they draw more defensive attention once they get on the roll. So I think it comes back to common sense. You definitely try to get a hot player the ball, but above all else, you want quality shots.
Right, the pass to Ibaka. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Crawford outside. He kicks to Carmelo. Back to Crawford. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Suns making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Augustine's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Eldon Brand's checked in for Golden State. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Now Augustine. Outside Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. And stolen by Wright. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bellinelli's got the ball.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Anthony kicks to Augustine. Crawford right side. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And you can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Here's Chalmers. Now here's Ellington. Launches a three. Rebounded by Anthony. The Warriors shooting only 21% from the field so far. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Here's Ellington. It's good from the top of the key. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's Augustine. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Anthony. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Bellinelli dishes to Lopez. Right block shot. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And Augustine kicks to Scott. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Puts up the baby hook. Can't cash in from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Yambo, he's checked in for the Suns. Then for the Warriors, Marion comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Augustine. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Up top, Ellington. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. And it's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and I think it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Derrick Rose. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every play that was made out there.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Thomas against Chalmers. Here's Biyombo. Hits the jumper.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And it's Marion in the corner. And again, no good by Golden State. The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ellington. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Thomas kicks to Marion. He feeds it to Brand. The rebound by Mario Chalmers.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Gets it to fall.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.